And we are live with episode 10 of the Quarantine Quasar Podcast. I'm your host, Zainuddin Muhammad Abdulmanam. I'm here with August Crane.
So I was watching midget porn, right?
No, we can't start off with the words midget and porn.
We got it. Okay, Franklin.
We're here with Franklin.
Hey.
Hey. Alright, so just a quick preface. Franklin Briley is a friend of mine that I've known since, I believe, kindergarten, right?
Yes.
Yeah, like since fucking primary school, you know? That shit, yeah, we go back. I've known him since like about primary school. I believe it was like second grade, maybe first grade.
Yeah,
And,
I think it was like first grade.
Yeah, and we've basically just been in the same school and like in the same classes ever since like then. So, I mean,
Dang.
yeah, we've been pretty good friends, I'd say. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
how I know him. Actually, August, when did you meet Franklin, real quick?
I met him in middle school.
Yeah. Me and
I think it
Arnie
was
had math.
Seventh grade,
It
or
was
eighth grade.
I think it was
Yeah, it
eight.
was eighth. Mr. Dowdy's class.
Yeah. That class was easy.
It was, but then God, I forget this dude's name, but he'd try hitting my hand with a ruler every day.
You tried
No
actually
reason.
hitting?
Yeah, he'd pull a ruler out of his bag and try smacking my hand with it for
You
no
think he
reason.
was
Was
like-
it Caden? Was it Caden?
No, it wasn't him. No, it was
Was it a teacher? Do you think he was like?
no, it wasn't a teacher. It was a student.
Oh, okay.
But
I
every
was
day
like-
he'd just pull a ruler out of his bag, turn around, and try hitting my hand with the ruler, and I was just like, "What the fuck?"
Well,
is
that
he
has to
doing?
be Caden. It has to be Caden.
No. Well,
Yes.
I don't because there was some like black fellow that was trying to do it. Couldn't tell you why. I never talked to him before. He just pulled out a ruler every day trying to hit my hands. It was
Maybe he just didn't like you. Alright, but
Oh,
anyway, I think the question that's on everybody's mind, that's burning a hole in our brains. Franklin, how's quarantine going?
You know, over this whole quarantine, I've just been trying to pass my days.
Just counting down the days like a fucking
No.
cellmate.
I don't know why, but I
I
thought he was
have
going to go
markings
talk
on my
about
wall.
shitting. I thought it was say passing my shits, and I was like, what?
You were having a hard time, like, okay, just to preface, right? We did, like, test recordings, we talked a little bit before this. We keep misunderstanding what he's saying.
Well, no, that's just completely my fault. I thought it was going in a different
Yeah, that was
direction
definitely
there.
on your end that time, though. That was, he
I
did
I
not.
thought he was going into a different direction. That I was like, that's an odd direction.
Mixed up acne with acting. This is... Jesus.
Yeah, what a birthday gift.
What a birthday gift. Oh, yeah. On top of that, hopefully this episode will release on, the 13th of,
18.
the 18th of Thursday. Shit.
Fucking 15th right now.
Listen. Shut up.
Oh no.
Alright, but yeah, it's gonna be on the 18th. It'll be Franklin's birthday. Woo!
Yeah. 17.
Yeah, and I'm gonna
1738.
no. Okay, but yeah, hopefully this podcast will go live on his birthday. So I'm recording it a little bit ahead of time just to make sure we get it out there. We've actually been trying to get on with Franklin for a while now, but you know, the stars haven't been aligning, as they say. You know.
Yeah, but now they have.
So they just weren't before. Now they're pretty primed. Yep.
Yeah,
So-
you can reach them now.
Yeah, stars.
You know, if I'm being honest, I totally forgot we were doing the podcast right now.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
was
know why,
kind of
but
like
it slipped in my mind that we were in the middle of a podcast.
the organizations of our events have
Over the course of not doing it for that 1 month, everything's just kind of gone to shit.
Yeah, I'm surprised we got to 10 though. Honestly, I mean,
I'm surprised we've had enough people for 10.
yeah, that's a worthy point. 'Cause like, I mean, think about it. It's just some podcast that you and me were just decided to do like off
It
the
was just a
bat.
random, hey, want to do it? Sure, why not?
I remember
All
legit
right.
just getting bored. I was like, I'll just record me and my friend talking. How awkward could it be? It was.
And then it became an actual thing.
Yeah.
Oh yikes!
Yeah.
And now it's going to be a global phenomenon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was actually.
just-
I had asked Franklin before we started, and he told me he like already watched like 3 of them.
I think like 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Our management is so poor. I was just, he's been waiting forever. Oh, our management's garbage.
I remember telling August that was like right after we started doing the podcast too. Like I think it was like a day after. I was like, we should have Franklin on at some point, and now we're 10 episodes in. Where does the time go?
I think my most enjoyable moment is when people join the Discord server and just slightly scroll up and see the random fucking things I posted
We're
during
not,
the
we're not gonna
podcast.
talk about the photos up there, but
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah.
Franklin, have you seen any of them?
Well,
Yeah.
I joined.
that was
I
the first thing he
It was
asked
like,
me.
yeah, I was like, why is this certain person?
What we
All
can
those
just say it. There's
shorts.
nothing wrong. It's just
It's just
It's just
Hitler
Hitler
in
wearing
shorts.
it's Hitler wearing shorts. I've never seen him with shorts, so I looked him up with
It
shorts.
was kind of.
Oh, what do you know?
It was in
Yeah, I
like. It was
texted Zane. I was like, what is this?
I was like, oh shit, he's gonna
It's
not
just a
do the
man having a-
podcast.
He's just a stylish man having a photo shoot in shorts.
Like
Okay, I'll get
the worst part is it popped up right as we were doing like a pretty serious bit of the podcast, like a pretty serious segment, and it completely just derailed us. He was like, "Yo, guys, check the messages. Yo, you
You know,
see
I
his
can't
legs
tell-
though?
Does he have beefy legs or does he have chicken legs? I
He's
think he
got.
has a good like thigh area, but
They've
then other
got-
than that, it's just chicken little.
He looks like a fucking Boy Scout. That's all I see.
You know,
dude.
I bet that man was thick.
He
I
looks
take
like
that
one of
back.
the
I take that
Oompa
back.
Loompas.
He's not thick. He was just like an alright.
If we
fucking
really
guy.
want to
It's like,
get
eh,
if we really want to go all out, we gotta just make the
we gotta get
fucking
him
shit out
on
of
here.
No.
We gotta get him on.
Dude, no.
Exclusive.
Exclusive. Just dig up his corpse. Actually, does it even was Hitler buried?
Yeah.
Was like where? You can't go to Hitler's
Nah.
grave. Wasn't he like buried at like an undisclosed place or something?
I don't know how that worked. All I know is that he shot himself.
Franklin, did you like the
That-
book of the boy in the striped pajamas?
What kind of question is that?
I think
Well,
it's a pretty
you-
simple
the
one. It's
one
the
in
one
the
where you say
striped
yes or no.
yeah.
I mean, it was kind of sad.
Yeah. You remember when they made us all watch it in middle school?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I hated like not hated. I didn't really enjoy learning about the Holocaust every year.
Yeah, they did make us do
That
it like
got
every
boring.
year.
Like
I think it's
ever since like well, I've been learning about it ever since elementary every
really?
year. So it gets like because you already know everything. So it's like relearning it for like 4 years is just like
honestly,
guess-
it's so
Oh.
many nooks and crannies. It's a really complex discussion.
Do you guys remember? I think it was our sophomore year. We
Yeah.
had that speaker in the auditorium, and she just went off on these
Oh!
like, two.
Oh my god. Yes, I remember that.
Oh,
She
I
was like this
remember that.
old lady with like a fucking cane. She looked like the turtle from Kung Fu Panda. And she's like
You know,
snapped
pretty-
off. That shit was hilarious.
She wasn't. She had no relation to Holocaust besides claiming she was part of an organization about it.
Oh yeah, I thought she like survived it or something.
I don't think so.
Zane, she was not like that old.
No.
Okay,
she
maybe
was just
not.
part of an organization.
Or maybe she was like the
that,
ancestor.
talked
I think
about
she
it.
was like the ancestor though. I don't
Dude,
think
the
she lived
people-
it. She was definitely not that old. I take that back. I sound
But it was
stupid. but-
that was the you had the kids there. Oh Jesus.
Yo, like
Oh.
to be fair, they were being kind of disrespectful. Even I could hear them just like.
oh yeah, no, they
blabbing.
were.
Yeah.
But I think the way she dealt with it was a little bit unwarranted. Cause like yes,
Oh, yeah,
it was a
screaming.
serious topic, right? And you shouldn't be disrespectful in that. But the way she dealt with it, she was like, "What the fuck?" Like just like just off on these fucking like shitty teenagers just trying to talk and ignore the speech.
Because I'll be real, learning about it for 6 years straight in a row, it's just like it gets repetitive because it's
Yeah.
like the amount of essays I've had to write about it. It's just like, well, it's like I already know all that happened because of it.
It's like, I was in it. No, I'm just kidding. But like, I mean, honestly,
survived the wrong.
yeah. I didn't even remember that until now. It's one of those like just forgettable moments. But like, there's so much lore to the. I don't want to phrase it like that. I'm making it sound like a fucking chapter of a book, but like, it's so complex. There's so much. You have Anne Frank, and then like the subsequent novels and books that were wrote off of it, and all this stuff between like the several world wars and like the countries battling and stuff.
See, if you're gonna make us learn about the Holocaust, make us read Mein Kampf.
Please.
Let me
Senior
read
year.
that. Let me read that. My senior. That'll be my senior quote.
Just Mein Kampf.
Have you all thought about the senior quotes yet?
I've thought about it.
I've thought about mine.
Actually, yeah.
There's a dude who did a porn quote in his
What?
that in the yearbook.
What?
A dude put this quote, "This is not a beach, this is a bathtub."
Oh.
A senior put that in his quote.
Okay, well that's more of
Yeah,
a joke
yeah.
than anything. I thought you meant like,
But like,
come here, step bro.
well, you can
Just
put
in
that because it's
quotes.
like, what are they gonna say? What are they gonna say? It's like, well, I didn't mean it in a way. You can't prove it. It was.
This isn't a beach, it's a bathtub. I love how they didn't even
They
blacklist
just let him
that.
put it without a question. They just let him put it. So I was like,
Yeah, what are they supposed to
I've been thinking of putting some like dumb stuff as mine.
Yeah, I think that's everybody's dream, not to like take it seriously at all. Just have it like what's my legacy gonna be? Oh yeah. Parenthetical asterisk does backflip, lands. Hey, what's up gamers? Don't do
You think
crack, and then
okay.
that's it.
You think they banned the word boogaloo?
Oogaloo? What?
What?
Why?
Boogaloo.
I don't even know what that is. Oogaloo?
Boogaloo.
Boogaloo. Oogaloo.
Is that like one of those like child TV shows?
It sounds
Is
like
it
a
kinda like the
childhood
Teletubbies?
version of crack. I feel it like puts such a vivid image of like a tube of like green edible paste.
I wonder what's the limit on what we're allowed to say and not. Like obviously no cuss words, but like.
Oh yeah,
if I-
what?
could I
Yeah.
put
What's
in
the word
trees-
cap? Yeah, could I just put half of a novel as
Can I
my
put
senior
they're in the
quote?
trees, or is that like not acceptable?
In the tree. That I don't know. I think they might know. I think they might get that one.
Well, that's the thing. I don't know what because it's like what are they gonna refer to that? It's like-
Honestly, at this point, you're just questioning how far can you push the boundaries.
yeah, that's what
before
I'm
they
trying to
push
figure out.
back.
So I can because it's like if I say during the trees and they're like you can't put that, it's like why? It's like
What would
you're like I'm not saying it's about Vietnam. You're the one saying that, huh? Yeah.
Franklin, what would you do your senior quote as? Do you know yet? Or
I don't know yet, but I have an idea.
you'd be like, I'm a star. Praise me when you see my face in Hollywood.
No, mine is going to be. Oh, I gotta think about this first.
Oh. It's like 1 second, let me come up with something real quick.
2025.
He actually has no idea what he wants to put. He's just
Put
said
his
anything.
wrestling name on there.
WrestleMania. Actually, I think those are like the two most important things people should know about Franklin. He
Yeah.
likes wrestling and he's in theater. At least those are the
Yeah.
two. Those are the main
when we
two
say he
characteristics
likes
I
wrestling
associate.
though, when we say he likes wrestling though, like he's really into it.
Like yeah, I don't. Do you like wrestle or do you just like watch people wrestle? You just like the sport watching it, right?
So like, half my life I've been watching it,
Yeah.
and like me and my friends started like a YouTube channel where we would like actually like wrestle each other on like a trampoline.
Oh really? Oh, I remember
And-
that. Yeah.
And then one year I decided, I was like, you know what, we're gonna have a show in front of people. So like, I charged like everyone like $5 a ticket.
Nice. What a fucking ripoff.
$5 a ticket for 2 matches. And then it
For
was
two
like
matches.
all my family, and then like 5 people of their family, and we made over like $100 doing
Jesus.
it. And
How
here's the
old?
best part:
To be fair though,
it's on YouTube.
like, how old were you at the time though? Because to be fair, like they were probably just, oh look, he's just a little kid. He wants $5 from us.
If he says over 13,
It was 2017.
oh,
27.
So,
This
like-
happened in 2017.
but he was 14.
Damn.
Yeah, I was like 14. Probably.
How did you? Holy shit. That's just Monopoly right there.
That's kind.
I was
That's
gonna say, I thought you
capitalism.
were like 7 or something. You got people at the age of 4 while you were 14 to like give you $5.
It was mainly my family. It was mainly
Okay,
all my
okay, yeah.
family.
To be fair, mainly your family.
Did you
Actually, you
RKO
have
someone
a-
off the cliff?
No,
You
he
have
kept
a-
running from me, and I punched a tree at one point, and my hand started bleeding.
I thought you were gonna say you socked him in the face, and I was like, that's not
I
wrestling.
socked him, and then his face started
I was
bleeding.
gonna say, that's not wrestling. That's just a fight.
It's like
Just punch him
your
in
parents
right
are like boasting, like cheering you on. The poor other kid's family's like, holy shit, go easy on him, you're killing him. Somebody's like rushing a bag of ice out there. They're like, no, don't help him. But actually, I
Can you
wanted
name
to.
your wrestler Glocko and just pull out a Glock? That's your finishing move. You
Get
just
away
pull
from
out a
this
Glock.
one.
No. My finishing move is I pull out Mein Kampf and just hit him over the head with it.
You just start reciting phrases and speeches and just.
Imagine that. El Chapo just pulls out the Bible. Just recites a verse before he beats you over the head with it.
Pablo Escobar just pulls out a brick of cocaine.
Psalm 6-19 or something. I don't know how they.
That would be Mr. Boutte being like, "Stop for X, go."
Man. Actually, I did want to ask though. You have like a huge family, don't you?
Yeah.
No,
It's
no.
kind of
he's
off.
so-
I kept thinking about it after you mentioned that, cause like I've seen your family at theaters at the theater. There's like they
Yeah,
fill up a whole fucking row.
Zane,
Yeah, I have a big family.
Zane,
It's not
what were
like
you?
huge, but
Yeah. Like how many would you
It's
say
big.
like overall? Do you know?
probably like at least 30.
At least 30? Damn. Like
Yeah.
in your immediate like family group? Do they like all
yeah,
live in
pretty
Tennessee
much.
or like
Okay, so like a few years ago, my cousin moved to so my cousin
Yeah.
moved to Alabama with his wife and her kids, but he's their stepdad now.
Oh, how sweet.
So
Zane, I want to know where you were gonna go if he said no.
It's like,
If he said no, I don't. It's just like, oh.
it's like, you have a big family, right? It's like, no. It's like, oh,
Yeah, it's.
sorry,
you said,
never
you have a
mind.
family, right? Like,
I'll
you
just-
got a family, right? No. Oh shit.
Just period.
Oh,
It's
just,
like where
alright.
it's like where are you right now? And just start
It's like-
sobbing.
Like, alright, that's it.
well,
for
you can
today,
hear me
boys.
walking in the swamp. You can just hear my steps.
It's like, Franklin, I thought I could hear rain, but I didn't know you were in an alleyway. Holy shit. Somebody start a GoFundMe page for this guy. Oh my god.
Quarantine Quasar GoFundMe edition.
GoFundMe edition. Just drain the link. GoFundMe for this wrestler's dreams.
Yes.
But first, he needs to get his footing in the basics of not dying from the sheer elements.
Zane,
Yeah.
Zane, how's managing work and track or cross country now? How are you managing that?
It's alright. Honestly, it's just the work and track is kind of crap, but it's manageable.
Wait, is
What
it track or is it cross country?
it
Which one do
it's
you call it?
it's it's kind of both, honestly. We do cross country season. I qualify as a cross country runner, right? If somebody asks me what sport I'm doing, it's cross country, but we run track season. Like we run like sprints
What's the
basically.
difference?
Okay. Okay.
Cross
Okay,
country is
okay.
like
Ooh,
a
tell us,
bunch of
tell us.
people. Okay, I'm gonna explain this. I'm gonna write a book on this.
Okay. What's the difference between cross and track? If you get this wrong, I'm ending the podcast.
No, please.
No, I'm kidding.
You get it wrong, we cut off your lineage.
Okay, so cross country, it's kind of like a bunch of people racing,
Yeah.
and then track,
Okay.
is like you're running like only like a certain amount of distance, but you like need to be the fastest, kind of.
Then what's a race in cross? I mean, you're not wrong.
like,
Honestly, you got the
raced
track
in
part
both
down, but what's
But you raced both of them.
yeah? So no, okay, it's okay. In cross country, you're racing as well. You just don't have to be the fastest.
I know you don't have to be the
It's just
fastest, but like
placement
you want to
wise,
have
isn't
the
it?
best time.
I guess that's
Well, you want to have the best time. I think that's what it is.
that's that's an okay way of putting it. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, the way you phrase it is actually not that bad. I give you a pass for that. But
Yeah, you
Yeah.
just mentioned it.
okay,
Thank
cross
you.
country, right, is more of distancing, right? Like
Yeah.
it's a really long distance. Like it's really long distance races, right? Like a 5K, which is about like 3 miles, like a 3 mile
Yeah.
race. But
Yeah.
what you said, like where it's more about like your time rather than like your place. I
Yeah.
think that's what that's the most striking difference between cross and track. Because in track,
Yeah.
you're right, it's a very short distance, and the time is just as important, right? But you're mainly aiming towards place. You're
Yeah.
not racing towards like 100 people, or like actually sometimes upwards of even more. In track, you're racing against a couple of people, and you're trying to be the fastest, just to get the best place. It's not that important, like time.
So
Mhm.
are sprinters trained differently than the cross
Oh
country?
yes,
Since
absolutely.
Sprinters are like they're short distance, but they gotta go fast.
Yeah. Cross country, like legit, you would think it would be a pretty even match between a sprinter and a cross country runner,
'Cause
but it's completely
sprinter, they-
different because they're different
sprinters
at different
don't last
things.
long.
Yeah,
Sprinters
they'll
don't
like
have endurance.
they'll cook some of us in like in a track sprint, right? But like I mean, even still on cross, there's a lot of like our runners that could still like dust some of the track runners, but even still, like, right, the track runner would be like able to outrun most of us in like a short sprint, but then when it
Yeah.
came to like continue running, we would be able to like outpace them by a lot. So
Mhm.
it's different. Like they're different sports for a reason. It's not the same thing.
How do you determine which one you do? Or is it just kind of train forever which one you want to do?
It's okay. All right. The thing is, I was gonna join track my sophomore year, before I joined cross country, and then they kind of just I couldn't find the room to join track. So and then the final day, right? I found it in like the CDC hallway, in like the back of this, like it was hidden. I swear, I kid you not, it was hidden. I couldn't find it. But the last day I found it, right? Legit, I was asking like literal like teachers and like people that like faculty members that worked at the building. They were like, I don't know where this room number is. I was like, holy shit, is this in Narnia? Like, where?
No.
Anyway, I'm just getting cooked over about this, but I was angry. I couldn't find the room. Anyway,
You think
I
we'll
eventually
even
found
have
it.
Clubs?
What?
You think next year we'll even have clubs like Model UN?
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
don't think we'll have Model UN because it's such big gatherings and stuff.
That's
With
a
all the
good point.
restrictions in place, I doubt it.
No, nah. I think they could do it. I think they could get away with it. Just distancing
Well,
the
it's just-
chairs out, and then have everybody wear masks.
Okay,
Then no
you're not gonna be able
passing,
to hear
though.
anyone though.
No, you'll be able to hear people. Yeah,
How?
dude, the mask
People can
doesn't
barely
muffle that
speak in
much.
general, but that mask covering, because you kind of bank off the voice, like echoing through or just bouncing off the walls.
No. Cause like, look, listen.
Just have PowerPoints
Plus, if
and
everyone
all
is
your words
spaced
on
out,
there.
Yeah, just
if
go to
everyone's
each.
spaced out, that's so much worse because it's like 6 feet apart. You're gonna need a huge ass room for like over 100 people.
Maybe they'll
Get a
like.
convention center.
You're gonna have to do this
That's
in
what
like
we
an
do.
auditorium.
Like, what was I saying?
Like I can tell you, the rooms I was in, like Shushman would not really be able, because like, dude, that room was packed and with all the kids in there.
That room do be packing though. I remember they literally split up the. Crap! I forgot. What's the last one called? Like the one where everybody groups up.
Ballman?
No, not Volman.
Oh,
I'm saying
the General Assembly.
General Assembly. Yeah. Everybody like for Shushman, they like split it into two different general GAs
Yeah.
because like there was
Because
so
they
many
split
people.
into two different committees and then like two different section committees. Then the last day it'd be everyone.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know how they would do that. Honestly,
Because
I
the
hope they
rooms,
just
like,
keep it
especially
going. They
were
just
not-
make everybody wear masks.
Because like Shushman was not big enough for everyone to be 6 feet apart. Those rooms were not big enough. Well, at least my room wasn't.
I don't know. My room was just fine. It was pretty big.
Because like I had everyone seat, like everyone in my room was elbow to elbow, like you were touching elbows with someone
Oh
at
yeah.
all times.
Yeah, same for us. But I mean, you know.
And
But I don't
spacing
think-
all that out. Would
Franklin,
be
do you
a
know what
little
Madiwan is? I think we're just talking about this. And
I mean, I know, I kind of know what it is, but what you were saying about like 6 feet apart, I heard the other day that MTSU is only going to allow one person a dorm,
Damn, really?
and because of that, rent is going to go super high in Murfreesboro.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, and
Actually, yeah, you got a point. Cause anybody that can't get a dorm is gonna have to start renting, won't they?
Yep.
Shit. Actually, yeah, my mom's been talking about that. She's like a house owner, and so like, she can't raise the rent because her friend lives in one of the houses,
Yeah.
and the other people that live in the other house she owns is like they're like really respectable. We've got like really good terms, so she doesn't usually raise the rent, but like she's getting all pissy because she's like, well, the rents should be higher, and like the rents are going up, but like I should be raising the rent or whatever. So I just know about all this crap.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, you got a point. Like the rent is about to skyrocket, and possibly like other like just other stuff that goes along with the house. Yeah.
Yeah.
the fucking COVID's gonna change the economy for a while.
Yeah.
Permanently.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
how, like shopping and stuff.
as far
is,
as Murfreesboro, like on the local scale, it actually hasn't affected us as badly as some other places.
well, look at the major stores though.
Well, yeah. Good
Local
point.
shops, by no means, they're kind of just chilling, but the major stores, they're kind of getting.
Yeah, you kind of
Putting in a lot of
everybody at
effort
first
to
thought,
do.
right, it would be like reverse, right? Major stores. Well, I think there's like a really big medium ground, right? Big places like Kroger and Walmart, they might tumble a little bit, but they're not going anywhere.
No,
I
they
think
have
it's
enough
like-
money to be stable.
Yeah, they have
While
enough like
local shops
literal
are
money to
struggling.
like just keep themselves afloat, even if they're going in debt. They can just keep pumping money into their stores and just go into debt for a little bit, and they'll
Yeah.
be fine. But then like I think it's not even the local ones, right? Because they're doing all right too a little bit. For the most
Well, I
part,
know
if
some that
they've
have
got
closed
enough
down.
business, like it depends on what kind of shop they are, right? If you're a non-essentials, right, like shop, and you're not allowed to serve people, then maybe. But for the
I know
most
a
part,
few that have closed down around here. Some have stayed open. Few local shops have closed down because
yeah,
it hit them hard in the beginning.
yeah. But
Dude, well, Chuck E. Cheese is going bankrupt because of all this.
wait, really?
Yeah, and they're gonna like
No.
they're like $1 billion in debt or something.
Dude, really? Holy shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Boy Scouts
Because
is going
that's
down
what I was
too.
about to say, yeah, right? Because, like, the middle stores are the ones that are going to hit the hardest. Like,
Yeah.
J.C. Penney's, the AMC movie theaters.
Yeah.
I didn't even know about fucking Chuck E. Cheese. My boy
Dude,
Chucky
I'm
ain't
sad
going to make
about-
it.
I'm so
Fuck.
sad about that because I used to go there all the time as a
Yeah,
kid.
think about that. We cannot let Chuck E. Cheese go down. Like, that's, like, legit, like, everybody's fucking childhood. You can't
I
look. You could
know.
literally live in a box, and you can't tell me that you've not gone to Chuck E. Cheese at least once. You're legit. You don't even have to go in there and do anything. You can just go in and, like, they'll just give you a little fucking number press with, like, the UV light crap on your wrist. and then you can just walk around, and they won't stop
Oh
you.
yeah.
Dude, I always
Yeah,
thought that was badass.
Yeah.
That little coat on your
I felt
wrist.
so fucking cool just
Hey,
going.
look at me, I'm a gangster.
Sometimes I would find coins on the floor and just play because we never had money to actually do anything.
Zane just goes up to a kid and be like, "Hey, you want to be friends?" The kid's like, "Yeah, sure." Zane just takes all his coins and leaves.
Let's split it, baby. 50-50. I'll get all the coins from this one. Ah, dude, that takes me back because I heard they like switched out the ticketing system for like some like credit card crap or something.
Oh
I
man,
heard that.
that OG ticket system is like the greatest.
Yeah, like I know Dave and
know.
Buster's took that up, and then Chuck E. Cheese started like copying or whatever. But the OG ticketing system was badass. Like you cannot lie.
like 2000 and like whenever they started the card thingy.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I remember getting those like cups with all the coins in it and just
Yeah.
walking around and be like, okay, what am I gonna spend with this? I choose like the easiest game, play it like 20 times.
Yeah. I remember, like, with my Arab friends, right? Because I've had these Arab friends, like, since I was, like, 6.
Yeah.
Like, me and Ahmed, that's his name, right? Like, we would, we wouldn't even, there was, like, 2 main games, right? And they were right next to each other. I don't even remember what the game was, but I just remember the casing of the box was this, like, haunted house mansion looking thing. And it was really easy. You can get, like, a shit ton of tickets from that. So we would just play that constantly, right? And then right next to it, you know those like roller coaster simulation bits?
Yeah,
Where you're like, yeah, those were awesome, dude.
dude, that and I don't remember the name of it, but it was like these aliens, and they would like be on bicycles, and you would like race them, and that was like my favorite game for some
Oh,
reason. I don't know
I
why.
know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it was just like so fun for no reason.
Yeah. You remember the clock they had in there, like in the
Yes,
Murphy's World?
and you would ride it.
Dude,
Yeah.
that shit was crazy. I wanna.
Yeah, yeah, that was definitely my.
I remember
favorite
when I
one.
was like really fucking young, like I'd say like 4 or 5 maybe. They put me in and like I just felt like time slowed down at the top and I started crying. I was like, "Get me out! Get me out!" And it just I was just like punching my mom's leg and shit with my like baby hands. I was like, "Don't you ever fucking put me in a chair." And that goes up.
No, and well, remember that like bike thingy that you would like ride, and it would like move up towards the ceiling.
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, they had.
I was always scared of that.
August, did you ever go to a Chuck E. Cheese? Like the one near us?
Oh, yeah, I went to a bunch.
Yeah. Do you remember anything about that?
One thing I always remembered is that little spin wheel they had.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the big
Like,
one with
you
like
could
the
get
button.
ice cream from that too, like if you got lucky with the ticket.
Yeah, I remember that. It was like this. It was like basically gambling, but for kids. Like, yo, Chuck E.
Teaching
Cheese
kids
got
how
me
to gamble.
That would be like the perfect thumbnail. Chuck E. Cheese got me into gambling. My boy Chucky just kept pushing me on.
I will say the old
One more
Mickey
game.
Mouse costumes creeped the fuck out of me as a kid.
Yeah?
The one that was actually fur.
Huh. I don't actually remember
Yes.
the original costumes. I just remember like the last time going with like my
Yeah, I know
friends
the
as like a
anima-
gag. And like I
Yeah, I know
recorded.
the animatronics used to scare me a lot as like when I
Yeah.
was super young.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah, dude, it was not good looking. It was creepy as hell.
Those things just like they don't even sync up the audio with how the characters move. They legit could just be you could be playing like any audio in the background and it just looks like they're doing the same
You can't tell me
monotone.
that walking around
repeat.
wouldn't scare the fuck out of you as a kid.
Yeah, that shit's fucking weird. You don't even need FNAF anymore. You just go to Chuck E. Cheese, you know? You really
You know-
scare your kids to death. That shit's
On the
just
on the
creepy
thing,
looking.
did y'all ever do Boy Scouts?
No.
Boy Scouts. No, I have friends that did Boy Scouts, but I personally never did Boy Scouts.
I did it for a few years, but you know they're going bankrupt.
Yep.
I heard that too,
'Cause
yeah.
they're getting like 300 lawsuits from people that were sexually abused.
Yeah,
Wait,
there was
really?
a commercial about that.
Yeah.
There was
Yeah.
a commercial about that.
Wait, what? Okay, what's the commercial
Boy
about?
Scouts, is getting like 300 lawsuits from people claiming they have been sexually abused as kids from the Boy Scouts.
Like
So they've had
actual,
a
like, oh my god, that's
yeah,
fucked up.
they've had a lot of reports apparently about basically the kind of the supervisors on the Boy Scouts raping kids,
Mhm.
touching
Mm.
kids.
Well, did it happen to you, August?
You know, the only memory I have of Boy Scouts is
They didn't say
hiding
no.
under a pool table.
What?
The only memory I have of Boy Scouts is me hiding under a pool table.
Oh.
Dude,
That's
well,
the
the
only
only
thing I remember.
memory I have about it, like I didn't do it, but in elementary school they would always bring us into the cafeteria and like have like a little like. Do you remember this saying? They would like just like tell us about it, and they would like pass around like
Tell us about
flyers and
what?
stuff. The Boy Scouts be like, "Hey, you want to join Boy Scouts?"
Scouts? If I'm being quite honest, I didn't care. I didn't remember shit from elementary school. I remember like 3 things: the hippopotamus like playground like build thing that I always like sat inside of when I was bored, and Vaden's crush. And he was like 6. I don't even know how he hit. I don't even know how a boy had a crush on a girl at the age of 6. You know, that's puberty hit him hard and early.
No. I think I remember you being all tore up that Vaden had a crush.
Yeah, I remember he was like, dude, you can't tell anybody. I never.
Dude, well, he used to be my neighbor. You know that?
Really? I never knew that.
Yeah, he used to live right beside me, and I think that's how we became friends, actually.
Yeah, I wish I kept in touch with him somehow. I know it was like only like
Well, he moved to like Oklahoma or something,
where?
like Oklahoma or
That
something,
place
and
doesn't
ever
exist.
since.
That doesn't exist.
Oh yeah, well, my
Oklahoma
bad.
doesn't.
Dude, the only thing about elementary is kicking a ball so high up in the air, and it hit a teacher in the head.
Ah,
Dude, in high
trajectory.
school, I forget what year it was, but like every single like athletic boy would always try to hit a light with it when we played kickball. It
Yeah.
was hilarious.
I remember just standing out in like 4th field, just picking my nose. Just standing there like an asshole. I was like, it's never gonna roll over to me, and then it rolled over to me. I was like, oh shit, I'm just gonna look over here. Oh
That
god.
happened to me so many times. It just came over by me. I was like, I ain't getting it.
Dude,
And everyone around me just stood there. They were like, get it.
I was just such a fucking unathletic type. I was like, you want me to go after that? Like, fuck that. You guys are the ones playing. I'm just out here by law. You guys can get that shit.
Okay, I don't know if I said this before, but I remember the fact that there was a kid in my elementary when we had cicadas one year. Every day during recess for that year, he'd go outside and bury them alive.
Cicadas?
Yeah.
I
Barry,
think you
what?
mentioned that in like 2 podcasts ago, I think.
Yeah, he'd bury them alive though, which is the weirdest thing.
That's
What would he
that's
bury?
fucked up. Cicadas. You know what those are?
He'd bury them. And then he got his shirt ripped off trying to run back inside, and it got caught on a tree, and they stapled it back together. They didn't know what to do, so the teacher just stapled his shirt back together.
Imagine the teacher stapled it to his fucking chest.
Dude, okay. In 4th grade, I had like this big rivalry with like this new kid, okay?
Yeah.
And you know like
Was he
Jonathan
6'4"?
Neal? No. And you
What?
know Jonathan Neal?
Jonathan. Oh yeah, I remember Jonathan. Yeah.
It was his cousin, Jason. Okay, me and this kid had the biggest like rivalry of all time. Okay, like
I think you
well, he would
slammed his ass and you practically killed him. Had to go to the
No.
hospital for therapy for weeks.
No, it was like I had to sit by him, and
Yeah.
he would pick his nose and eat it.
Uh.
And then like me and him like one year I was coming up to him at Turkey Trot. I was like, "Hey, Jason," and he like poured water on himself. He was like, oh, "You look what you just made me do."
And like poured water on himself.
Yeah, and then like,
People do
and
that.
then in gym class one day, he would like try to like sit out to where like the teachers couldn't see him, and I would just go like tattle on him, and the teacher was like, well, "I don't care, go play." and I was so disappointed.
It's like,
Zane-
bro, what is even the point of being a snitch? I can't even get recognition. Like, you're not even gonna put his ass in detention, and then he can get mad at me, and then I can be like, Mom, he's mad at me.
Yeah.
They just some of the
And then
teachers-
one day I had to stay after for ESP, and one of my friends, he had to sit at his desk, and he had like those like eraser cars, and what my friend did is he just like poked holes in.
Yeah.
It's kind of borderline bullying, but not really, because we had a rivalry going, so it equaled out.
God. There's so much from like elementary school that's like so vivid in my mind.
I know.
Like when you say elementary school, nothing pops up for like the first hour, but then shit starts coming back. Like you guys remember I think it was like jump rope for heart or
Dare.
something?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, remember that shit that they would make up about like I remember so clearly of our coach, right? Standing up, asking one of the kids to like play along, right? And he was like he showed us this like purple bottle, like just a normal plastic like water bottle that was purple, like opaque.
Hmm.
And he was like, "All right, I'm going to put some water in here and I'm going to shake it 3 times and then it's going to turn into whatever I ask." I was like, "Holy shit, he's a god." He's like, "I'm not a god. I'm not a messiah. I just got a really cool product here and I'd be happy to show it to you." I'm like, "Holy shit, holy shit, holy shit." And he's like, "After 3 shakes, I'm going to turn this into milk." And he shook it up, right? And he drank it and he was like, "It's milk." I was like, "Whoa!"
Who taste tested it?
Hey,
And then, like the kid with like
remember
more than
the
2 brain cells was like, "Nah." So he was like, well, I just want to say this real quick, right? He was like, "Don't worry, I'll prove it." So he got some kid, right? Some poor motherfucker. Pulled him to
I
the
don't like
side.
where
He
this is going.
basically told him to lie. He was like, "I'm gonna shake it 3 times. I'm gonna hand it to you, and you're gonna tell him it tastes like milk. If you say anything else, you're getting an F and P." I can only assume that's what he said, because that's what happened. He gave him a bottle clearly full of water, shook 3 times, and then the kid was like, "Whoa, it tastes like Coca-Cola," and I nearly shit myself then. I was like, "Oh my god, I need to have this bottle."
No, I remember like Turkey Trot, Zane, and they would have those like little rewards if you brought in
Oh,
a certain
yeah.
amount of money.
Yeah.
I was the kid that always had to have the scooter, and I have like 3 scooters in my garage because of that.
I remember.
I still have them.
I remember Turkey Trot. Turkey Trot, for those of you who don't know what that is, it was like our version of like the elementary like run laps for
Yeah.
money. So like you get 1 lap and then I guess they would like count that as like $1 or something, I think. And it was just for health
Something.
benefits, like
Yeah.
you know, lower obesity in Tennessee. or
No,
whatever.
and then our last year they changed it to Royal Run, and that was like the end. I was like, no,
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
done.
I remember they like ruined it. I was so like, honestly nothing changed. It was the same event, but
Yeah.
just the fact that
Like,
they changed
just
the
the
name, I
name.
was pissy about it.
And then the shirts were not as
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. They were like nights after that, but I wanted a
Yeah,
turkey.
we used to get like neon green shirts.
I think I still have one.
I think I still have some too.
Yeah, I think I have like one.
Because my grandpa would always like do them with me, and I think I got his shirt.
Yeah, nice. Dude, I wish my mom got one in my size, like now, so I could just be like, "Yo, yeah, I still got it."
Hey, you know what? On the first day we go back to school, I'm wearing that.
Yo,
I'm wearing a
yo.
Turkey Trot shirt.
break into elementary school during one of the school years and join the Turkey Trot Shack.
No. Hey, what I do? I just walk into school wearing my Turkey Trot shirt, and I just start doing Fortnite dance.
What the fuck? Just do orange Justin's in the middle of the lane. I
Yeah,
remember I
and
would
all
have.
the girls would come to me.
Dude, I remember having like literal strokes out there. I was like, my chest hurts. I can't do it. I was like being so fucking dramatic. I'd be that one kid that like takes 4 cups of water and just douses his hair
Hey,
in
that
it.
was me.
Just
Hey, that
doesn't
was me.
even drink the water. Just takes a fucking shower with the cups that these poor bastards are putting out on the table for us. Got like 4 laps in. I remember, actually, I remember this was one of the most memorable moments from Turkey Trot. Like, after they, like, tallied up all the laps. This was, like, I think the last year or the second last year, right? I was the most competitive this year, right? I was like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be the fastest. And so I got basically all the laps right. I got like 44, I think, in like an hour. And
Jeez.
something like that. I remember it was a lot. Maybe it was 34. Either way, it was a shit ton for me. Like, and they were
I
like,
always got like in the 20s.
yeah. Either way, I just remember like, yeah, Zane had the mom, and I was like, ugh. And then the lady of the class, right? She was a mother of one of the students, and she was like, oh shit, wait, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, I miscounted. My son,
I did
fucking
not remember this.
fucking
I did not
beat
remember.
Zane by 1 lap. I'm like, you
I
bitch
did not
ass.
remember this.
Yeah,
I did not
yeah, you were
remember
in
that.
there with me. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she said that I had gotten it, and then she changed her mind.
I was heartbroken for you. I was like, rip.
I lost my fucking mind. I mean, of course, I just sat there complacent, but I was like crying.
Zane shows up the next
So-
day with a sledgehammer.
I just show up with
breaking down
fucking
the
cuts
wall.
down my arm. Holy shit. No, that's messed up.
Yeah, that's too far.
Yeah, but
That's
that's
too far, Zane.
But legit,
Hey, we
like,
gotta keep it PG.
how can you do that? How can you say that I won and then change it to your, like, maybe she wasn't lying, right? Give her the benefit of the
Yeah.
doubt. Maybe she wasn't lying. Maybe her
But she
son did
was.
fucking get one. Yeah, she fucking lied, but fucking bitch. but give her the
Okay.
benefit of the doubt, right? She didn't lie. She could have
Yeah.
just still, like, I mean, you can't give a child at such a young age a victory like that and then take it away. Like,
Exactly.
after, like, it wasn't even after a while either. It was, like, after, like, a solid, like, 3 minutes. I was like, yes, I did it. And then she changed her mind afterwards.
Zane was
I-
elected the king of the class
I
at
had,
that
like,
moment, and then
Basked in that glory for, like, a solid 3 minutes. And then she was like, boop, I counted wrong. How the fuck do you count wrong? I'm sorry. I'm gonna like convert the whole podcast into a rant about this, but
okay. Well, now I know you asked me if I wanted to talk about any topic.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
Before I do that, I want to say an opinion.
Yeah.
Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga is the greatest game to ever grace humanity. Okay, let's move on.
Okay. I appreciate that. Yep.
It is. It's just a fact.
I gotta replay it.
I replayed it like last year in the summer. I was just like, I was
Nice.
living the life.
I played that shit when I was with my brother on the Xbox 360 when I was a kid.
Yeah.
That shit was fire. I actually
Dude,
I booted it up like a year ago, my old Xbox 360, and I still had 100% achievements on Lego Star Wars. I was like, yes.
I haven't done the 100% yet, but I want to. But
Yeah.
no, I had that game on my Xbox 360. I had it on my Nintendo DS and my Wii.
God damn. You were a fanboy. Alright, but
It was
anyway.
a good game.
Yeah, anyway, yeah. You wanted to say something?
Yeah, okay, so let's talk about my acting career.
He's a star.
Yeah,
Hey,
I'm the
August,
star of
just to
this
clarify, you're there, right, August?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
show. Zane, to kick this off, I want you to share your opinions about my acting skills.
I
Trash.
keep,
No, I'm
I
just
keep
kidding.
hearing him say acne, not acting.
It's
It's
acting.
acting.
Acne.
It's acting. Fuck.
Yep, everyone, I have acne skills. I can turn them on and off anytime.
What?
Hey, whenever I say acne, maybe August can hear acting.
Just pretend every time you say you hear acting or acne. Just know he's
Yeah, you're
saying
having a
acting.
stroke.
Listen. Just let him. Oh, actually, he has my
Yeah.
opinion. Okay.
Yeah. from
Personally,
what you've
so far,
seen.
everything so far, solid 7 out of 10, right?
Okay.
When you wore that Thanos gauntlet, oh my god, I had to go to the bathroom, like wash my face off. I was like, whoa, because my eyes were completely, I couldn't see. It was beautiful.
August, do you remember that gauntlet?
Yes, I remember him. I remember last year, sophomore year, Zane taking it
Okay,
out of his
okay.
bag.
I wanna explain this real quick. All right. Okay, so for Franklin, right? He legit just one day, like very clearly, ironically, and sarcastically asked me, "Make me a Thanos gauntlet for my next acting session." Like they were getting ready for like a play or whatever, or
A
like
show,
a show. Yeah, they were setting up a show in like a month or two, and he was like, "Make me a Thanos gauntlet. It's gonna be so cool. You better do it." And I was like, "Okay, sure." And he was like, "Make it out of cardboard or something. Do whatever it
I
takes."
think it was like the week of.
A week ago? Was it?
Yeah, because
Damn.
you like
I gotta
spent
get
like
myself a
one
pack on the
night.
pack then, cause I was just like, I just did it. I just got bored. I was like, fuck.
You did it in like one night,
Yeah, I did it
and
in
you
one day.
posted
Yeah.
it on Instagram.
Yeah. I was so proud of it. But like he asked me to make that, and I was like, just one day I got bored, like when he had asked for it, and I just made it. I, it's even cool too. Like I went through the whole like construction process. I made like a rough draft. I did a little sketch first. I figured out how I was gonna do it. I like basically took a piece of cardboard and I wrapped it around my fist, and then I just carved out the parts where my fingers were gonna lay, and then I like added like appendages for where the fingers were. It looked really crappy, but in my mind it looked fucking badass. Like, and it worked too. Like it had like bendable fingers. Like it was.
Wasn't Franklin's hand too small for it?
It.
I think it was too big.
It was too big for it.
Yeah, too big. My bad. Not too small. Too
I had
big.
designed it to
And then I was
perfectly
eating
fit.
lunch, and I got a bunch of grease.
Yeah. You wore it once, and you had to like during the skit, right? You had to like catch a bunch of like fake babies.
Yeah. So I wore it during an actual skit in the play or in the show.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I still do not think to this day that Miss Gunter knew I had that on. I don't know if she did.
Did she
She
really
didn't
not?
say anything.
I
about
had a recording on it, right? But with my fucking crappy like LG Stylo 4 at the time, it was just a whole blur. Like you couldn't even see your face. It was just a white cuz like right? Like the spotlight is all on him, but on
Yeah.
the actual camera lens itself there's zero exposure. So it was just a blur.
Okay.
But
And
I
then,
have
well, I
it
have a
saved
story
just
about
for photo proof evidence
Well, I have
anyway.
a story about that.
Yeah.
So, I was initially not gonna wear it because I didn't want to get in trouble. Okay.
Yeah, understandable.
And then we were just about to go on, and like it was I was in a skit with like 4 other people, and they were all like, "Get the gauntlet," and I was like, "Okay." So I went and I got it on. It wasn't even meant to happen, but then they told me to put it on, so I did.
Yeah. That's nice. Yeah, I remember getting it back all fucked up and stuff, and I was like, you know what? You know what? I'm proud.
It's gonna go in my acting museums.
It may be the Thanos gauntlet, but you were the Thanos to wear it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I just
Yeah,
keep
and
it
I
on
had
my
like
shelf
5 kids that night. I had like 5 kids that night.
now. It's not being serious. He's talking about the fake
No, I'm
ones.
serious. I'm serious. I had 5 kids.
No,
that
legit.
night.
Like after the acting career, everyone was like, "Oh my God, Franklin, you were so good up there," and just got boned.
Have you seen his basement?
Mass bonage. Got the kill streak. I'm sorry.
Wait, what?
Well, he said he had 5 kids, but I didn't see no kids.
Oh Jesus!
I got the point, though. I got a point.
Oh,
You know, I ain't got the kids. They ain't got no points anymore. Finding the kids now is like finding where's Waldo.
Oh yeah. So Franklin.
Yeah.
You think you're gonna be like one of the main roles this year? Cause you were like telling me how like a lot of, not to be rude, just a lot of them have kind of left, or they're not
okay,
as
so
good.
what happened is I was convinced I was gonna get the lead without even having to do anything last year
Yeah.
because I was like the only like top guy in the class. Okay.
Top
So
guy. Top
and then
man.
I didn't get it. I was like, okay, I'm fine with that. But then the lead could not remember his lines for crap.
Yeah, I remember that. You were telling
And
me
then
about that.
it was the night of the play, and I was like,
It was
man,
the night
I
of?
probably should have. It was like during the play. I was
Crap.
I was like, man, why should I have gotten that lead? And Kylie Well, shout out to Kylie.
Yeah, we should do her next.
Hmm?
Kylie is a
She
friend of
was like,
Franklin's that I kind of know.
and
Yeah.
then Kylie came up to me and she was like, Miss Gunner was like, I was gonna give it to Franklin, but he didn't audition. I was like, what? And I just started like going ham backstage. There was like a gun backstage. I was like, I'm gonna. No, I didn't do that.
It was fake. Did it shoot bullets or did it
Yeah.
just make the sound?
I mean, it wasn't an actual bullet, but
Ask the dead kid in the basement.
Ask
No,
the kid
no,
that's
and-
buried under the stage. It's like
and then the weeks leading up to that, Carly could not shoot it.
Could not what?
She could not figure out how to shoot it.
Oh, the gun?
Yeah,
it's just a
and it
trigger.
was hilarious. No, you had to like cock it up or something.
Oh, yeah, I get that. You like pull back the little spark
Yeah.
trigger, and then you
Yeah,
pull
and
the-
like
That's not very complicated though. Like anybody who's
show
seen the
night-
movie.
in show night, we were all concerned that she was not gonna be able to.
She has to like use two hands. Like Sorry,
Yeah.
Carly. Feel bad. I know her actually, so it's kind of. But yeah, that's. So yeah, like, do you think you're gonna get the role next year, like the lead? You gotta try.
I think so.
You gotta go for it.
I'm pretty sure I will. If I don't, I'm gonna leave. No questions about it.
No question about it.
I'm
If
just
I'm not
gonna
the
leave
top,
if I don't get
I'm
it.
not.
Exactly. And no, as long as I audition for it, which I will. And the other thing is if we go back.
Yeah.
If we go back.
I'm sure we're gonna
Oh,
go
yeah.
back by then, but it depends on like what they like, how they're doing it. Is if we actually get to do it.
Yeah. Also, Franklin, I'm doing like theater and arts next year,
Yeah.
so pull some strings, get me out one of those.
Okay, I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna.
Yeah, like I'm not joking. Yeah.
I'm hoping to do anything but Alice in Wonderland, because if we do Alice in Wonderland, there's no male lead.
Imagine that. You're a fucking
I'm
dire
gonna
wimpy
leave.
kid. You can be Dorothy. Fuck that. Oh hell no. Just gets out of there.
Yeah, I just walk off stage and be like, no, I'm done.
Hey, if
I'm
you do
out.
Alice in the Wonderland, Zane can play grass.
Just lies down on the ground. Just wears a green shirt. They just walk all over me. I'm just like, ow, ow.
Zane can be one of the trees
You
like
got duct
Diary
tape
of
over
a
your mouth
Wimpy
so you
Kid.
can't say
We
anything. when you-
three trees from yonder
There
glen.
were.
We shift
I remember
throughout
the
my
kid.
journey's end, and then I start throwing apples at the people in the audience. Like, fuck
If you
all
play-
y'all.
If you play grass, you're getting stepped on. The audience just hears you mutter, "God, fuck! Ow! What the hell?"
Ah! Gotta hit my balls like that? Holy shit! Like I just break character. I just stand up. I'm like, what the fuck is your goddamn problem?
You know my balls are right there. Why you doing that?
You're trying to prevent me from having kids. Holy shit. Oh my god.
No, but
I gotta calm down.
as long. No, my teacher was giving us like names of some of the places we can do Alice in Wonderland, but I don't really want to do that.
Can
Yeah.
y'all do the B movie like unironically?
No.
I just
Okay.
watched
Unironically, do the B movie.
Well, I tried pushing for Toy Story so I could be Woody, but I don't think that's gonna
There's so
happen.
many jokes I could make with that.
Shut up. Shut up.
I'm sorry. I'll continue.
No, but
continue.
no, she said something about like the Crucible, and I think that would.
Oh yeah.
If we do the Crucible, I can be Mr. John Protractor.
John Protractor. Oh yeah. Remember when I was John Protractor? I mean,
Yeah,
fuck. I mean
yeah.
Proctor. Now you're making me say Protractor. You made me say that every time we did it. Okay, so in English class,
It was
right,
a big
we read
joke
it.
in our class.
Yeah, it was a pretty big gag in our class. He just kept calling me John Protractor. I remember once it was even our line. We were supposed to say John Proctor, and he went John Protractor, help me out. I was like, holy shit.
No. Hey, and I remember Jack made up this story about like how everyone in your gym class called you Z-Dad.
I was never nobody. You suck, dude. I don't know why that caught on or why people still call me that. I don't even know
Hey.
where that came from.
Hey, do y'all ever remember the movie Coraline?
Oh, dude, yeah, I love that movie.
Yes,
I love that movie, but it scared me as a kid.
it did me too.
Yeah. Legit,
don't
I
know, something
wanted to
about the
watch it.
animation scared me. I want to. Yeah, I want to watch it again.
It's like a trap movie. Like, it lures children in because it looks like a friendly kids film. And then you watch it, and then it's like, holy shit.
Someone's
Okay,
experienced that
okay.
before.
Okay, well,
Nah.
I'm pretty sure my dad took me out of the theater because they had like some bad language. I'm pretty sure me and my dad just like left.
Did you ever finish it?
I don't think so.
Have you ever gone back to watch it, like, on your own?
No.
Dude,
not
Dude, I
really.
want to rewatch it right now.
Franklin.
Like right now, I kind of want to go rewatch it. It's like
I could. Actually, tomorrow? Bet.
it's been on the back of my mind forever, just rewatching this movie because it's like, what was it? I think it was called Nine.
No.
That was a little fucking cartoon movie.
Oh, I remember
watching.
that movie, yeah. That's another
Yeah, with
creepy
like the puppets one.
one. Exactly, yeah.
That scared the shit out of me too as a kid.
These are all movies that, like, I wanted to watch, but because we just either didn't, like, my parents didn't want to buy the discs, or they just didn't have the money for it to, like, take us out to the movies, I
Yeah.
just ended up never watching these movies until, like, years later, where I just
And now
started pirating them.
The Nine
I'm
movie
pretty-
I watched a couple of months ago again because I wanted
Yeah.
to, and it's still I know as a kid it scared the shit out of me because the puppets were literally dying.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's the weirdest thing. Good movie.
That shit's
Okay, I'm pretty sure all the movies I was scared of as a kid were those like claymation ones.
Claymations. Oh, like the
Yeah.
Clay World ones?
Yes.
Like the ones on YouTube.
Yeah, like the ones they would like do stop motion but with like clay.
Yeah, and they would,
I
like,
can-
sit on pancake mines and, like, blow up and
Yeah.
stuff.
Because the animation is so weird and stuff.
Yes.
Like
I think-
like what was that called? Paranorman, that show.
Yeah.
I remember
Like
that.
that. It's so weird. Such a weird style that it could actually creep you out.
Shit. Yeah.
It always creeped me out
I
as
don't
a
know.
kid.
I don't know. I actually really like that. The
I enjoyed the
Play
uniqueness
World
of it.
animations really shaped my childhood, which kind of explains why I'm such a fucked up kid. But I, I liked them. I thought they were funny.
That reminds me of, like the movie The Box Trolls and stuff.
Oh
Box
yeah,
Trolls?
the box.
Dude, Box Trolls, I fuck with that shit. That is my favorite film.
Wallace and Gromit, that old show with the
Wallace and
dog
Gromit's
and
pretty good. I haven't watched as much Wallace and Gromit as I should have.
I
But
haven't watched that in forever. Chicken Run.
Chicken Run, yeah, Chicken Run was pretty good. I don't know.
Oh,
I like a
was
lot of
Nightmare
the.
Before Christmas a claymation?
No, it's a stop motion by
Okay.
the other guy.
Is it okay?
Yeah.
I was confused. The
But
Pirates and
yeah, we're at like a
Adventures.
minute 7 now. An hour 7.
A minute.
A
and
minute
7.
seven.
Shit.
Minute 7. Guys, we
Welcome
have so
to the
much
Quarantine
time.
Quasar.
Yeah. So you guys have anything else you want to talk about?
Midget porn.
We're not talking about. We're not doing
No,
that.
August.
I've never actually seen midget porn.
I was just like how disappointed Franklin sounded. He's like, "No, August, we're not doing that."
Okay, I've never seen midget porn, and I don't plan on it.
I do not intend
Okay,
watching.
Okay, one thing I want to talk about is my hatred towards Mr. Boutte and Mr. Andres, for that matter.
Hold on. Before we get into that,
Yeah, that's.
have you ever seen midget wrestling, Franklin? Since you're into wrestling.
I've seen videos of it, but I've never like watched the full match of it.
Oh my God,
Never
it's
seen
real.
them- Never seen them live.
No. Oh, okay. I have seen a midget wrestle. He used to be in WWE, and I've seen him live a few times. But I've actually met him too.
Oh, he met the
Yeah.
midget wrestler
Sorry.
boy.
Going
Shut
back
up,
to it,
Zen.
what was that one Christmas claymation? It's like really old.
The night before No, that's the
No,
Notebook.
it had the Yeti. I remember the Yeti scared me as a kid.
Rudolph.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Rudolph
Yeah,
the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
what? Yeah.
That's
And
another
you were
one.
scared of Rudolph?
No,
I'm
it's a
not.
movie. It's a claymation movie. It's not fucking Rudolph itself. It's a claymation Christmas movie.
How could any Christmas movie, even if it was claymation, scare you? It's about fucking
claymation
Christmas.
No, it
is
wasn't that. It
scary.
was the Yeti they added into it, which was scary as hell.
There was a Yeti in Rudolph the Red-Nosed
What
Reindeer,
was
and that
that?
kind of
Yeah.
did scare me. So I kind of get that, but I don't know what else you're talking about.
It was just claymation in general that scared me.
I didn't know it jarred so
Rudolph.
many kids. Like honestly, I just liked the
Well, it didn't
style.
really scare me. It was just like I was just like, ooh, what
It's
the
just
fuck?
unnerving, I guess.
Yeah, it was just like uncomfortable to see, you know.
Yeah, like it's like the uncanny valley of sorts. Because everything's so jittery and like you can see everything. Ooh.
Wasn't there? No, never mind. I don't think there was. All right, sorry. You wanted to talk about your hatred about the two
Oh,
teachers and
God.
assistant principals?
Yes. Okay.
Are we really gonna get into that?
Yes, we are. This
Alright.
is going to be the ending topic.
Okay. You got 10 minutes.
Mr. Boutte, if you're watching this, I want you to know that you have ruined my life.
Oh, God.
I came into your class an innocent little sophomore.
This is just like an audio essay at this point. Like, dear Mr. Boutte, to all the teachers I've hated. It's like a spin-off of all the boys I've loved. Like,
And Mr. Boutte, you didn't teach crap. And you know it. You know it. I had to go home and I had to cry to my mom about my grades because I wasn't good enough.
You cried.
I'm sorry. Continue.
And then Mr. Boutte, I learned I was going to be having you for a second year. And I about lost it. I lost every sense of hope I had. Until one day, I went to guidance and I saw this drop bad form.
My hope was
And
relit
when I saw-
saw the
and when
yellow
I-
paper.
And when I saw that yellow, long piece of paper, Mr. Boutte, it made my day. And then I turned it in. But then my guidance counselor called me down. She was like, Mr. Boutte didn't agree with it, so you're going to have to go get Mr. Andrews to sign it. And Mr. Andrews, I hope you're watching this, because I got something to complain about you, too. Okay, Mr. Andrews. You didn't want me to drop it, you know. But I did. I stuck with it until you signed it, because I was not dealing with Mr. Boutte's BS another year.
Oh, he dropped the hard BS word. Damn.
And Mr. Andrews, you didn't even know what the hell you were signing. You didn't even sign it correctly.
Did he sign the wrong line?
No, he didn't even. Okay. Here's the thing. I went to him with my dual enrollment form to get him to sign it. He signed one line, but not two.
Y'all actually got him to sign it. What?
Yeah.
I just turned into my guidance counselor and just let her do all that.
Yes.
She did do a large portion of it. I got.
Oh.
No, actually, yeah, I just gave it to her.
No, I did
Okay.
everything myself except the things like getting your assistant principal and
Oh,
guidance
no,
counselor signed.
yeah.
I was like, yeah, do this. I'm not going up to him and just be like, sign this.
Spooky man don't want to sign
Okay.
paper.
Okay.
No.
And then I had to go to Mr. Andrews 3 times before he would agree to change my schedule out of Mr. Boutte's class. And when I went into his office that day, I about fainted. I was so happy.
I swear you had to like
fainted in
hold
his
him at
office.
gunpoint to get him to sign the papers. It's
No,
like right there,
no.
that line right there. Put your name on it. Go ahead.
No,
Do it.
actually, instead of dealing with my guidance counselor to get my schedule changed, Mr. Andrews took it upon himself to do it. And then ever since then, I had a great year, and I actually made all A's the entire year somehow.
What was it like standard?
No, it was all honors.
Oh, actually, that's
Which
not
was
even
really
that bad.
easy, by the way. No, but that class is a lot easier.
Yeah, well, still, yeah.
Dude,
Still.
I had Miss Skelton, and she was like
Skeleton.
a different universe compared to Mr.
Spooky,
Boutte.
scary
Yeah, because y'all were
skeletons
a
and
whole 4
shiver.
weeks behind us.
Yeah, okay, so
Sweet
August, it was
tattoo
like a
that.
month after I had been into her class, and my last day in Boutte, we were doing synthetic division, and like a month later, we started synthetic
Yeah,
division in Miss
y'all were like
Skelton's,
a while behind
and
us.
I was like, Miss Skelton, my last day in Boutte, we started this. She was like, really? And she checked, and it had been like a full month since I had joined her class, and she was like, wow.
And you still failed all these tests.
Hey, I had an A in every class the entire year. I'm pretty proud of that.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah. That's pretty. I mean, that's pretty noteworthy. Yeah.
And especially the junior year, which they say is like the hardest. I was shocked.
I'm pretty sure I'd say sophomore year was the hardest for me.
Yeah, sophomore was the hardest for me. I remember Coach Seal's test, and he was like, "There are no transition medals," and I had like half my test was transition.
Dude, Seals, he did not. I swear, he hates that job. He came into school every day and he looked so done and dead with it. And I was just, oh, thanks. Like literally every day, it was just book work. It was like, yeah, read these pages. Here's a worksheet.
Dude, it was
Do
so
it.
bad in this class.
Yeah,
Like,
because I remember me and Rona, like Tegan, would just all just mess around at all times because he wouldn't care.
it was the five of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would just like sit in the back and just mess around the whole class. Oh, and remember that day when Coach Seals looked in Rona's backpack and he was like, "Come with."
Oh yeah. Honestly, that was sort of my fault, which I felt
Oh,
bad
did he
for.
take his like
Yeah.
butterfly knife? Right.
Okay, basically, because I was hanging out with Ron one day and I pulled out the butterfly knives. They weren't real. They were
They're
practice.
just the
They were
combs.
trained. Yeah, which I don't know why they got like it's a fucking weapon. It's a fucking comb. It's not a weapon. You don't have to confiscate it. It's
Anything's a
fucking
weapon
comb.
if you try hard enough.
A pen is a weapon. You aren't confiscating that. But this was a little comb and they confiscated it. And I felt bad because I gave it to Ronan during school because he was like, can I have one? I was like, yeah, multiple. Here you go. Here's one that's a pen. It was a little pen and a comb, and he kind of got confiscated for that. Got pulled out. Ezra searched his bag and stuff. It was just like, yeah, it's a comb and a pen. They aren't fucking weapons. You don't have to
Well,
like guard him and like take all his stuff because it's a fucking pen.
well, you need to have Rona on here.
I don't. Yes, but it'd just be me and him talking about like anime the whole time. He doesn't know anything about it. It'd just be that, school, and cars.
Yeah.
Alright,
Which
well,
I don't know. I feel bad for Rona for doing that to him because like I gave it to him during school, so that was my fault.
Nah, Rona was chill. Me and him had history together, and he would
He
give me all
never
the
got it
answers.
back either. He had to get his parent to come up to get it back, and he said, "Nah, fuck it, never got it back." I was like, damn.
we gotta do like a special high school episode where we just sneak in and steal that shit back. Full fucking
Honestly.
Disney episode and everything. Like,
They need to
Hey,
school.
hey, and when we
They
do
need to-
that, hey, we need to trash Mr. Bouquet's room.
he lives near my house.
Well, and Mr. Anders's office. No, I'm just kidding. We ain't doing that. I want to get arrested. FBI, please don't come to my house.
I highly doubt the last thing they're listening to is this.
You know,
But,
if they do, props to us. We got the government on our ass.
Yes, dude. I've got 2 whole viewers that are just like the fucking special agents for Johnny Test. You know. You guys know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. But anyway, it's an hour 18. I'm gonna round it off
We
here.
gotta cut part of it out.
What?
Cut part of it out.
Yeah, I know that guy.
Yeah, we got said.
But anyway, yeah. Well, it was nice having you on the podcast, Franklin. You know.
Thank you, Xanos.
Yeah, I mean, thanks for being with us. I'm glad we talked, you know.
Yeah, we finally got to do my episode.
Yep, we got your episode, Franklin.
About like 2 months after you started.
Actually, has it been that long since we started Quarantine Quasar? Damn.
I don't know if it's been that long, but it's probably been close.
It's
Pretty
been a
close.
couple of months.
Yeah. Well, anyway, yeah. Thanks for being with us, you know.
Yeah.
And,
Wait,
yeah, that's it. And,
midgets have
what?
big foreheads. Do all midgets have big foreheads?
Oh my.
We're not starting the midget thing again. Alright,
No,
and
just-
we are